1, 2. Ultra-Day.
Greetings to those of you watching, and welcome to the third Ultra Saturday Ultra Tournament. Very nice to see a decent turnout just for the starting off bit. We do, in terms of participants, we do have a decent chunkish. Some really nice runners and things. Not a huge crowd, mind you, but enough to get some competition going here. I will go over starting and finishing and stuff with it, just to make double and triple sure exactly with people know how it's turning out. Just updating ye on this end. It looks like we're going to have a decent turnout, of course. We have Silly Pilly here, Usam, VJSO, and a couple others. Who are you? Profile. I don't recognize this particular person, but I'm sure they will tell me when time comes. But yes, it looked like we've got about, in terms of participants only, 6, and then, oh wait, no, there'll be about 8 participants, so we can probably take out the bottom 2, take out the bottom 2, and then be left with 4. And just so that we can do a nice format where we can keep the tension and pressure going there as we go along. Just so that everybody who's watching the stream is aware, of course, the splash screen art that you see before is done by the fantastic artist Luridus. You can find them on Ko-Fi and stuff. They do really, really good art. This was totally unprompted and things. So, big shout out to them. Massive big shout out to them. This is fantastic art for Ultra Saturday. And in addition to this, the song that you're listening to is called Ultra Saturday, and it is by T-Node, who wonderfully free did up this song for us so that we could have stuff to play while waiting for things to start and all of that. I'm sure that you can play a fairly good, at least, Fikir, I'm going to say. I'm sure you can play good, and you are just being modest. I'm looking forward to seeing you participating. Let's count now. So we've got 7. That's 7. Oh, and there's 8. Okay, good stuff. Absolutely. All right. Okay, we'll go 4 minutes more, and then I'll just put out a ping saying race 1 has begun. So while we're waiting for the 4 minutes to occur, I'm going to give a quick rundown of how this is going to go. So currently we are in the qualifier round of the tournament. This is, are you going to qualify for the finals, essentially? And everybody's going to race at once. Hopefully I can maintain the stream and getting everybody's perspective at once for this. But here's how it's going to go. The first round of the qualifiers, we're going to have everybody racing at once. And we're going to... Actually, I could probably split... I'm thinking of how we can do if we wanted to split it into 2 brackets, but no, it doesn't really work. Well, unless we did 4v4 and then did it that way, but no, that doesn't quite suit. No, we'll do it the way we did before. We know that works. So anyways, let me continue on explaining it properly. So, in the first round of the qualifiers, we're going to do Act 1, right? We're going to include Prelude there for the sake of it, just to make sure that that bit is seen. So Prelude and Act 1 is going to be what we cover in any percent. This is any percent, out of bounds stuff is allowed. It has to be current patch, I'll remind you, it must be current patch. And beyond that, yeah, you'll all start at the same time. I'm going to give a 5-second countdown and I'm going to go, and you'll all start from the menu as well, to make things fair. You'll all have to stream your perspectives into the channel so that I can show them on Twitch and stuff, and double check and make sure that everybody is adhering to the rules, so on and so forth, etc. What else? Once the first round of the qualifiers is done, which is Prelude and Act 1, the last 2 people in the rankings will be disqualified. We will then be left with 6 people, those 6 will go on and do Act 2, which the bottom ranking of those 6 will then be disqualified, and we will be left with our 4 qualifiers. They will move on to the finals, which will do probably, just to keep it in here, round 1 of the qualifiers I'm thinking of still keeping as the individual level. Maybe, right? It depends. I'm not fully convinced, but I don't want to just get rid of the individual level format that we've got right now. So we'll consider keeping that around and doing that. I'll see when we hit the finals if I keep doing that. But probably for the very finals race, when we get down to the last 2 remaining players, then we will just do a full game any percent race and see who wins, which should be very close race, given we'll be at the peak of skill. Alright, we have hit the 15 past mark. So I will ask everybody to start streaming now. Remember, we are starting from the menu. So stream to Discord, start streaming now. If you can, try and keep it to, what's the settings that we used before? For graphics wise, don't be too high a quality, just for the sake of all of that. Yes, so make sure that when you're streaming to Discord, set it to 720p 30 FPS, as Silly properly put down there. And yes, this is Prelude and Act 1. Let me double check here. No 10 days, we're going to be starting from 01 because we're including Prelude. All right. Does any of the participants have any questions?
Can I ask?
Yes. What question do you have?
Is secret levels allowed?
Secret levels are allowed. I don't believe that they are faster than normal 90% stuff, but if you want to do secret levels, you absolutely can do. It's your own route.
Yep.
Good stuff.
But I have to finish the level.
You cannot leave to main menu. You have to has to be like continuous.
Yes, it has to be one continuous run, essentially. So you cannot go into a secret level and then go to the menu to go into the next one. You can't do that. So, for example, for 1-1, it'll be useless because when you leave 1S, you are put back at the start of 1-1. But if you wanted to skip 4-2, for instance, then you could go do the secret level there and do the clash percent level, and then you won't have to fight the arenas and stuff like that. But it is up to you, but you cannot go out to the menu as soon as you've gotten in, except, actually, you won't need to in the qualifier round. You won't need to at all go to the menu in the qualifier rounds at all, given the fact that we won't be crossing through the act barrier where we typically skip through. Bad Luck Boy there, you are currently not streaming. If you want to stream to the Discord.
Sorry, I think it turned off my.
Yeah. That is fine.
It's close on. It's close.
Okay. That's Sillies. Okay, it looks like I've got people stuff. I don't seem to be getting a perspective from you, Usam. Oh, now I have it. Now I have it.
Wasn't tabbed in.
Yeah, you weren't tabbed in. Okay. Can I get Bad Luck Boy to tab in just to be sure? Okay, good. Everybody's tabbed in. Everything works. We should be fine. Here's to hoping that the rain that's falling down outside doesn't lead to anything that could hamper the stream quality at all.
Am I allowed to ask a question?
Yep, you can, absolutely.
Do we have to run it on violent, or can we do harmless or lenient or the other difficulties?
That is entirely up to you. You can do whatever difficulty that you want to. Just to note that technically, as far as I'm aware, violent is still the meta for speedrunning right now.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Pop this out. Okay, good stuff. And set up on stream side. Why is that tab still open? Okay. Good stuff. Alright, let me slightly adjust the audio there for the stream. Good. Okay, any last questions?
I'm gonna ask a question.
Yep.
Do we need to like time or any percent run, or do we just play?
No. So, in case of a scenario where it's very close call, and like I can't tell from watching all of your streams who came first, the backup is as soon as you finish your run. So as soon as you finish 3-2, go into voice text and type done. In the scenario that two people are really, really close, and I can't tell or I miss it, we use voice text to figure out who came where. So as soon as you finish, for this part of the run, as soon as you go finish 3-2, you type done in voice text.
Okay, can I ask a second question?
Yeah, absolutely.
What is the window for typing done? Is it when you get the results screen, or is it when the cutscene starts playing?
It is after you've hopped into the pipe at the end of 3-2, when it does when it shows the symbol essentially of your ranking. I suppose if I have to put it down to like an instant that you're allowed to type done at, but end screen is the best bet. And so just tab out and type done. Typically, there should still be a good enough distance between you that it shouldn't be necessary, but given some of the really fast runners here, it's a precaution, that's all. And we can clip the VOD to check later, but yeah. Because we are currently being streamed on Twitch. I'll ask that when people are participating, people stay silent enough to not disturb the other runners. All right. Last call for questions. All right. Without any further ado, the third Ultra tournament will be underway. I'm going to give a 5-second countdown, ending on go. You may set up your menu to be over the full intro prompt as well. So you can click 01 and have it on the full intro prompt just to set up. Good stuff, everybody. All right. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, everybody. We have a race. It is not frozen at the moment. Shouldn't be frozen, at least. If it's frozen for ye, refresh the stream. But we are underway now. Fingers crossed things don't offset. Let us see who's in the lead first. Silly in the center. Already pulling ahead of a lot. We've got Silly and VGSO over here. Very tight and close to each other. Oh, lag. Lag. Please, internet, don't mess up the tournament. That would be appreciated. Okay, from glimpses that we're getting along, it appears VJSO has pulled out a lead by getting much further ahead of Silly in 02. H over here is doing the wrong strat and not done the out of bounds, so they'll be behind by a good bit. Usam is already done with 03. Usam in the lead actually over here, having well beaten people. So it looks to be Usam, Silly and VJSO are the main three that are pulling ahead in this set of 8 that we've got here, with the others still hanging about 02, but Yusuf not doing too bad of a job in 03. I hope that this absolute downpour that's occurring isn't massively restricting stream quality, but it seems we're getting glimpses and bits of good stuff between the downpours of rain outside, so should be good. A reminder for everybody to stay hydrated. Very, very important. Very, very important to do. I have a mocha here beside me because I need the caffeine for running a tournament. And already we have a clear sort of leader with Usam breaking ahead. Absolute speed there. Oh, using the very, very cool rocket strat to get out of bounds here. Silly and VGSO following the same to different degrees of success. Usam has a solid lead though. Now I am a little bit less aware of current any percent strats because a lot of bits and pieces use the rocket launcher clips, which I have not only not learned because my area is weaponless percent, but I've just not seen a lot. But currently we've got a solid Usam lead, with Silly coming around there after, followed by VJSO. Directly after that we have Yusuf, and the remaining 4 over here are still in prelude. Still in prelude. Now, part of this is a bit understandable. Is it frozen? It's not frozen. Does ice cream count? Ice cream does count because it is ice and ice is water and that's hydration. So it very much does count. But yes, no, as I was saying, the people who are in the lead, very understandable. These are like well known within the speedrunning community. Usam has done a lot of inbound stuff. Silly has done a lot of stuff for any percent and a lot with rocket clips especially. So like very good hits there. VJSO is just a very good any percent runner in general. Yusuf, I have seen a couple of runs from them. They are very, very competent. These four are on the boards fairly consistently. However, these four over here, I don't believe I've seen some of them up on the boards, or at least as often. So it could be a big difference there in terms of skill. If I were betting our finalists, maybe these four, but you never know. Round 2 of the tournament could have somebody slipping up on one of these, like pulling out some major good stuff. We'll see. We'll see. But ice cream absolutely counts, 100%. Now let's see if people in voice text are doing stuff. Good stuff. Alright. So. Oh! The leadership appears to have changed now. Now it's VJSO in the front. Currently doing... and hasn't succeeded. Is not succeeding at the... Oh no, got it. Got the out of bounds clip there. Alright. Will Usam have more luck? A bit more luck than VJSO. Catching up. Silly is falling behind a little bit. Is now 4th in placement there, but only by a small bit. VJSO taking the lead, just a little bit behind them. Usam is. The insta-kill managed by Yusuf there. Silly Pilly still just about getting to the arena now. We have people on 2-4. This is approaching the end of part 1. We will probably have good need for the positioning. Alright. VJSO is looking like gonna be first going into gluttony. Looking very good now over here. Usam following behind, Yusuf a bit back on the damage. Silly not having had a good time in 2-2 got them behind a fierce bit. A reminder to all runners, once you've finished your run, type done in voice text and stop streaming. Hello, Ugrun, and welcome to the Ultra Tournament. This is the 3rd tournament that ULTRA-Saturdays has ran. This is the any percent tournament, and we're just at the tail end of the first qualifying round. Currently in the lead appears to be VJSO, who's entering the last level down over here. Right behind them, though, Usam and Yusuf there. Oh, but Silly might be making a bit of a comeback if they can manage. Oh, just a bit of mess up there. Okay, it's between VJSO now and Usam to see who gets first in the first qualifying round. First place, VJSO. Second place, Usam. Third place, Silly Pilly. Fourth place, Yusuf. There are 2 places remaining in round 1. What? A massive discrepancy between some of the people here. A very solid show from those 4. It is going to be a very tight race. Indeed. BGSO, Usam, 3, Silly, 4. Okay, so there are 2 places remaining. I'm sorry, Bad Luck Boy. You do not seem to be in the running. Well, actually, to be fair, this is only in 1-2, but I'm just looking at the discrepancy. We have technically 1 runner off in Lust. As far as I'm aware, the name is just H, so not much I can do about that. So I think H is doing decent in comparison to the others. Oh, but there is a gap. H doesn't know how to do the out of bounds. So they're doing inbounds. They will. Oh, 10 days is gonna get a bit of a lead here for sure. So long as they don't die, of course. And of course, there's boss fights left. Can make a big difference. But yes, I feel there's a discrepancy between like Limbo over here, the end of Lust over here. So it is looking like it's shaping up, but we'll see the positioning of our remaining players. You know, we could have a massive upset. One of these could just pull out all the stops and win. So there's some very good racing going on. And of course, because this is any percent, you can kind of see who's a bit newer to the game. And I'm not only just talking from a sense of how far people have come, because that's regardless. You can see that Fakir here didn't go for the soap. For any percent, the soap would have just been the first thing anybody did. Basically, I'm pretty sure that's a big thing of why these people got leads. But it looks like it's a tie enough, actually, between 10 days and H over here. Now, technically, with how it's shaping up, they're both probably going to get into the last round, but it'll be interesting to see how they place, you know? Very good hand fight, to be fair. A bit of like just movement stuff that separates 10 days there from H, but it does appear to be going alright, you know? Let's see how they do with the fight. 10 days is going at least a bit with the optimal strat with the saws, whereas H was going for a bit of the parries, which isn't bad, but you don't want to rely on them in any percent. Especially with how it goes. Yes, heal up off those arms, get that damage done. Big difference. Who just dropped? We have one dropout from Fakir. I think I'm saying that right, at least.
Oui.
Apologies if that dropped the perspectives for you for a moment. I was just checking to see if somebody had joined the channel and made too much noise. Splatterday? I don't know what you're on about with Splatterday. Oh hey West Axel. Very nice to see you about. Currently there's only 2 positions left. And it is looking like it's going to 10 days because H doesn't know how to do the out of bounds. So it'll go 5th place 10 days and then H, probably. Bad luck boy, you have done well, just simply not well enough. Yes, looking like hopefully 10 days won't just die a bunch to Gabriel. Yes, get them to show up through the saws. Go on, 10 days. You can do it. Fifth place, 10 days. Now we will allow, of course, H to finish the run. Given it is a tournament, we will allow that. We won't just do, like, because we kind of know-ish that at this point, unless 10 days really, really messes it up, it'll be rough to have a difference there. But as soon as H has finished, we will say, and that is all, and disqualify the remaining person. Yeah, Gabriel for 20 minutes. I should get emotes and stuff properly set up because we need a Gabriel emote and a hydrate one or something or other, and maybe a Nova one. We'll see. And let's see how H takes down Gabriel. Yeah, not a bad one with the coins. You know, decent chunk of damage. Now, to be fair, they are playing on harmless, as you can see from their very large hit pool. And the slowness of how Gabriel is attacking. There's no rule against it. It is playing it a bit safe, and to be fair, they're qualifying through the first round. Oh, is it Haphazard? Okay. I didn't know their names, though. 6th place, Haphazard. And with that, qualifying round 1 is over. Very, very well done to all the racers. Like, really and truly. There was really fantastic close top 4, but in general, everybody played super, super well. And you should all be absolutely proud of how you did in this set. Great job indeed. Alright. So, we have our 6 individuals who are heading to round 2. And those 6 individuals are, in order that they finished in, VJSO, Usam, Silly Pilly, Yusuf, and Haphazard. No, I'm forgetting someone, haven't I? I counted 5, there should be 6. 10 days. 10 days and Haphazard. My apologies. Yeah. I knew I forgot someone. I was counting as I said names. No bother at all. So, the next round is going to be covering Act 2. I will ask kindly, if you are not, we get rid of 2 people from this now, Usam. 2 people are going to be cut out from this after Act 2, and then we'll see how we'll do the finale. So I will ask for the non-participant, Battle Boy, if you wish to continue watching us, I would ask that you head over to the Twitch channel and watch over there. And it's just for, yeah, thank you very much. All right, so I'll give you a small moment. If you need to get hydrated, absolutely do so. And those of you who are ready, you can start streaming now. You can even pop into a level, get some last minute hydration before we do stuff. I think I can allow that, silly. No, I can't allow the rockets frozen. This is Act 2 anyways, you're in 4-1. I don't see how How is having rockets frozen in... Oh, God Rocket. I don't know how to do God Rocket. I've also never seen a God Rocket clip. Yeah, I don't know either, Yusuf. So, we might get to see it. Whatever. Actually, you know what? If you stream there, if you try do it, I will show it off to the live stream actually. Okay, live stream can see. Set up one there. Oh, so is it a massive explosion? Okay, I can see how that could be very, very useful. I won't let you set that up beforehand, because we're going off RTA essentially for it. But I can see how that would be extremely useful, and I will allow you to use that tech, but you can't start putting rockets down before we begin. Yeah. So I'll stop watching you there temporarily. Good stuff. Yeah, you're allowed to do the tech, just don't set it up before you leave. Alright, give me one moment. Make sure everybody stays hydrated. I'll be back in just a second. Alright. Okie dokie. I will get up all your perspectives now. 6 of ye. Hopefully there's... We didn't have much lag beforehand, but hopefully there's less. Okay, good. I was wondering where the sound that I was hearing was coming from. Here we go. Alright, it's visible on stream. And that's this. So, you are allowed to start in the red room. Yes, so long as the door is closed and no movement, of course. You can't have rockets set up or anything. I'm also going to say everybody just be on the pistol as well. Just for the sake of keeping it all consistent. Nobody starts on the rocket, if that's the strat you're going for. Yeah, just click restart and spawn restarted. Alright, any questions? Nope. Okay, Silly, just click restart there, and you can just sit in the room. Haphazard, you can click into 4-1 and just sit there in the room. This just gets rid of loading times and stuff like that. Alright, same as before. 5-second countdown, ending on go. Are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Alright, apologies now. Thank you for the follow, Low Effort. Very nice to see you here, first time in chat. Is this in a server or something? Yes, we are on we're on the speedrunning server, essentially, for the speedrun community for this game. It is technically open to anybody. It's the one that's available through speedrun.com, essentially. But since we've already done the qualifying rounds, you can't enter the tournament at this point in time. But every week, at Saturday, at roughly this time, we do Ultra Saturdays, which is just a community speedrunning thing where we do races against each other for the vibe. Let's see. Oh yeah, I mean, if you take it really seriously with the Ultrasat, it can be very competitive and understandable, but I think the tournament-wise is where the big bit is. So let's commentate on the actual tournament going on. 4-1 passed everybody by in a split second, and we got to see none of it. But in 4-2, we've already gotten obvious bits ahead. Sillypilly in first place with 4-3, currently right now. Usam second place, and Yusuf third. However, we do have VJSO, Haphazard, and 10 Days actually doing the fights here, which are going to extend the time by a significant amount. The rest of them, I believe, pulling off the skull clip to get the skulls early and avoid the arenas. So, very nice stuff there. However, we've got 4-4 from Usam now, and a bit in the lead with Usam. Sillypilly right behind there, so they're both very close, but 4-4 is a tricky one, at least for weaponless percent. Less tricky so for with weapons. Apologies for the bursts of lag like this. I'm not certain exactly what is causing them, but hopefully we get less and less as things go on. Currently it appears like Usam's still a bit ahead, but they're very, very close in these two corners here. City's only milliseconds ahead, I'd say, in RTA. Ugh. It's like a fly or something. Apologies for getting slightly distracted there. Usam now ahead with a better finish. With a much better finish. Yusuf coming right up behind, with VJSO right up behind that. Very, very nice indeed. Then with these last two, they're both in 4-3, I believe. But 10 Days is making better use of the soap than Haphazard is. We now have some Wrath Runners though, and both Silly and Usam very, very neck and neck, I have to say. Some very interesting runs there. Some very, very interesting competition there. But Yusuf still taking it back a decent chunk. Now, the gap for VJSO has only lengthened a bit, but they are going for the new out of bound, and they get it pretty much immediately, which will save some decent time. I think the others did do the new out of bound as well, though. So we'll see. Currently, Silly is doing very well there. Let's see, does Silly... Oh, lag. Stop, please. Does Silly manage to get the new strat with the door? They do. Oh. Very nice. Very nice, Usam, but not quite nice enough. You do manage, though, Usam, to get ahead of Silly in that bout by getting a better skull. Yusuf going for the same strat. Oh! I've never actually seen that strat, Yusuf, there, of punching the dude directly into it. That's very cool. I like that one, especially for weaponless. I'll see if that's faster. It might be a bit. And because they've got weapons, they can just pay the ferryman and get on by. Ooh, a bit risky going for that, but is faster by a good bit. So currently, first place, Usam. Powering ahead. Absolutely powering ahead of everybody. We now do have Sillypilly though. Taking ahead there. Coming up in second place, but VJSO and Yusuf at the same time, Ship of Fools. Using this special out of bounds strat over here, in order to get directly out of bounds. But VJSO pulling up into third place very nicely. Let us see now. Currently, Haphazard, not doing too bad. Still has to do better than... Still has to get to Heresy now immediately. But in terms of the last two, they're not doing too horribly either. Still sort of evenly paced. Where we've had a monumental showing. Look at this. The two of them neck and neck at the last level of Wrath. Usam's lead really showing against Silly over here. Showing very well against Silly. Oh, but very close kills. Yusuf ever so slightly faster. Remember, it is RTA. You can't waste time as much so. Oh, but we've got Usam in the last arena. In the very last arena. Did Silly take a death? Silly may have taken a death, and that might have pushed them even further back. That gives room for the others to catch up at this point. Oh. Things are heating up. If Silly doesn't get through this last arena, or dies in this last arena even, it could be rough stuff. Usam coming up on the finale now. Missed the Ultra Boost, but got it fairly well enough. Let's just hope Usam doesn't get gabed. Silly absolutely blasting their way through those big lads, but we've still got this to deal with. Now it does matter where you place as well, as we'll soon see. Oh! Did we have a death? We had a death from Usam. Oh, this could turn the tables. One death, getting gabed. And that's enough to turn it. That is enough to turn it around. First place, Silly Pilly. Oh, Usam. Oh, very rough feeling now. The rest of them are there. And it looks like Yusuf's going to take second. Second place, Yusuf. Third place, VJSO. Oof. Fourth place, Usam. And with that, that finishes round 2, as the remaining 2 runners are disqualified. Still very good runs from both of ye. I will let you know now. 10 days, you're in 5-2. And I forgot your name again. It'll come to me off the top of my head. But you're in 5-1. So very, very close, the two of ye. Like, haphazard, yes. Haphazard, you're in 5-1. And like had just 10 days had just entered 5-2. So very good running from the both of you. You were very, very close. The top 4 are just absolutely mental at this category. So very, very well done. Fantastic to see. 100%. So I'll ask for Haphazard and 10 days. If you wish to continue watching, you can head on over to the Twitch chat. It is a current fantastic time there. And we are going to move on to, I think, we're going to have the finale portion now, of course, with our top 4, our finalists. And given that the voice chat here is small enough, I think if the people are open to it, who are finalists are open to it, we might have a couple of questions to ask, just to put forth a few questions in terms of just before the finale begins, etc. See how where people's minds are at, if you're all open to it, of course.
That's okay.
You don't have to talk as well vocally if you don't want to. You can type in voice text.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, I believe if we go in order of where people placed, at least, let me get this up first and show it on the screen so people can kind of tell who's talking. All right. So we'll start with in the last race who placed first, which was Silly Pilly. How are you feeling going into the finals?
That's a lot of pressure. I wasn't expecting to get first this round. I don't know. I'm just gonna do my best though.
Very, very fair. Very, very, very fair stuff. The competition is really high for the end of this tournament. I know I have streamer mode on Usam as well. That is fair. I'll sort out something for that at some point, whether I'm keeping that on or off. Five there. We're currently in the middle of an event that is being streamed to Twitch and such. If you want to go watch on that side, then go to Twitch and watch. But it is just us in here for now. Thank you. Continuing on, for the next portion of the finale, the first round of the finale, I am planning on doing the individual levels, just to keep that around a bit, not to totally phase it out immediately and such, and just see if there's still merit to keeping the individual level portion in the tournament around. And so what I want to ask is, for doing so, what's the level you want to see and the level you don't want to see?
Is that for me?
Yes, Silly. You don't have to
really
answer these because people are going to be picking levels against each other and stuff. But if you want to give it,
I mean, I think you'll know. I don't want to see 6-1. That's it.
Very fair.
Any other level in the game is good.
Very, very nice stuff. All right, and amongst the your three opponents within this, who would you not want to see in the very final round?
Probably Usam.
Interesting.
Ouch.
Interesting stuff.
I mean, if I was in the final round, because then
Yeah.
Yes, of course. All right. So going next, we'll do VJSO. I believe VJSO was. Oh no, VJSO was third. Yusuf then. How are you feeling going into the finale?
Wait, I'm going into finale.
Into the finals round, yeah. How are you feeling?
Normal, and also a little bit excited.
Good stuff. In terms of the levels coming up in this first round of the finals, is there any level in particular you don't want to see, or any one that you do want to see?
I didn't understand the question. Can you type in voice text or something?
Yeah. I think it's better phrased, I suppose. What is your best level and what is your worst level?
Well, my worst level is actually Border-2. And my best level is, I think, 0-3.
0-3. Very nice. Very nice selection. And if you make it to the very final round of your three opponents, who do you not want to go up against?
Well, VJ0, because I don't know about his, and it just seems strong to opponent. And also Usam, because Usam is world record of it.
Very, very fair. Very, very fair stuff. All right, that's good, Yusuf. Fantastic. I can see VGSO, you've answered a couple of the questions there. You don't want to see 4-2. immediately, or 5-1. But what would be your level you do want? VJS, is it? Yeah,
Also,
yeah.
I mean, I have a really strong prelude, I think. Like
Mm.
2-1, 2-2, the Cerberus fight. It's
Mm.
like my strongest, I would say.
Yeah, I do recall you've done a lot of work on 05 a lot as well. I've seen a couple of your runs with it, and they're very, very good. How are you feeling going into the finals?
I'm very nervous and not so much. I think the first round was very relieving having the first place.
Very, very nice. And of your 3 opponents, who, if you got to the final round, would you not want to see there?
I wouldn't want to see Yusam, but he's gonna be there, so there is nothing I can do about that, I think.
Very nice stuff.
Appreciate it.
And Usam, of course, placing 4th in that previous round there. How are you feeling going into the final rounds?
A bit stressed, of course, and depressed after the 6-2 that happened there. But I'm optimistic, I guess.
It was a very, very rough 6-2 for you there. And it doesn't help, of course, that you were in first place by about a level at the start of 6-2.
Yeah, I lost a lot.
But sometimes you just get gamed, and that's very fair. So in terms of the individual level section, what level do you kind of not want to see, and what one do you want to see?
I mean, I guess like 04. I've like practiced it a lot lately, and like 4-2 is like my kind of level. But yeah, 01 probably not my best. I'll probably like try to avoid that.
Very, very good stuff. All right. So, with questions out of the way, let's get around to actually selecting our levels. So, given the placement of people, the first round of the finals is going to be a set of 1v1s, basically, right? Where we are going to have first place is going to match up against third, and second place is going to match up against fourth. I think... Oh no, actually, random... All random could actually be very cool, as you point out, Usam. Including who goes against who as well. If everybody agrees to random levels and random matchups, that can very much suit for it. Because it really just puts it up to luck of the draw and skill, of course, overall skill. Yeah, currently the way it has been going, it was one random and then one chosen for each player to a total of 3. But you do get to ban 1 level, yes. Okay, perfect grand stuff. I do still think at this point, in order to not have like yeah. I think, right, so for the level picking and stuff, we will follow the format that we had done previously, where it was 1 random level and 2 chosen, 1 for each player, right? I think we'll do that for all of you, but I think who goes against who should probably be randomly selected for the sake of not matching people due to their skill, or like how they placed in the last race. Even though you're all very perfectly matched, I think random matching, like, your player pick can be random if you want to as well. I will allow that. Absolutely. What was it? Random wheel. Picker wheel. Here we go. Oh, nice. It has it saved from the last time that we did a tournament, which was several months ago. Cool. I won't forget that now, since it was several months ago, I have to add in one extra level. Actually, yeah, secret levels don't count for this. Oh wait, no, unless you want them to. Okay, the random levels cannot pick secret levels. I think that's fair, if people agree to that. But if you want to pick a secret level for your own one, you're allowed to. The prime sanctums are included in the random levels, though. So, just in case that minefield goes off. Alright, I have the picker wheel brought up now. Let us see. Silly Mattis from the chat is vouching for you. I was told to say that. Hello, unknown B345. A fish speedrun would be very funny. I don't know. We didn't have that for P%, but it would be nice to see. But anyways, yes, I have it all set up now. Let me see. Does my computer even remember? It doesn't remember what the wheel actually is. Wait, no, unless wheels, no. Screen capture? This? No, it doesn't remember what the wheels are at all. So just give me a moment now and I will reset up one of these properties. There we go. That should be fine. There we go. Okay, good stuff. It's not technical difficulties, it's technical speed bumps. So, let us start off and get the team generator. Generator set up. Good stuff. Never mind the ads that pop up here. And we're going to use the team generator to set up the versus, the random matchups. Yusuf, Usam, and Silly. Oops, 2. Boop. Ooh. Very neat. All right. The random matchup has decreed. It is Usam versus Silly and VJSO versus Yusuf. Very interesting set indeed. Mattis, do not comment on the weird advertisements that generate up from there. So, yeah, no bother at all. While waiting and stuff, we will do the picks for the first team. So, let's do the bans first. Because Silly Pilly, you got first place over Usam's 4th, you get to pick ban first. So, what level would you like to ban from the selections? You can pick any level to ban. Unless you're doing gentleman's agreement, don't pick secret levels. Good stuff. All right. So the first ban is banning P2, the prime sanctum number 2, the fight against Sisyphus. So it is Usam's turn to ban. You can ban one level. 6-2 is banned. Now, just to note, Yusuf and VJSO, the bans that the first group picks don't apply to ye. Okay, you get your own set. You get to pick your own bans and what's allowed and not. So you're fine. This is just the first ones. Yeah. So the levels that are banned are 6-2 and P2. So very nice. So because Silly got first pick of ban, Usam, you get the first pick of level. All right. It looks like the players have agreed to spin the wheel for all of their options. So fantastic. Let's see what the... Wait. I haven't spun it yet. Don't worry, we'll re-roll. If they show up, we'll re-roll. Because this is going to be ran for the next things, we'll just respin it. So, here we go. Level number 1 is... 5-3. The first level is 5-3.
Oh shit.
This is any percent 5-3. So important to note down for that. Good stuff. All right. So I might actually just grab a quick notepad file to note all these down so I don't forget. 2 more once again. So done that there. So it's 5-3. Appreciated, Usam. Very much. Second level. Can't be 5-3 again. I'm sorry, Wheel, but stop it. Let's spin it one more time. There's lots of options. Like, the chances of that. Come now. We banned 6-2. We banned 6-2. We just keep on spinning till we actually get something. Four is the second level. So currently we're at 5-3 and 4-4. Very nice to see a boss level in it. It's all any percent. And the last one. 2-1. 2-1 any percent. A very quick one there. 5-3, 4-4, and 2-1. So, while we're going over the levels that our group number 2 is picking, you can go ahead, if you want to, you can start streaming and just load up the levels, get a little bit of practice in beforehand before we actually get things started. Now, do we have VJSO and Yusuf there in voice text? Good stuff. So, because which one he got second place again? I believe it was Yusuf, right? I might be wrong on that though. I think it was Yusuf. Yes, we are doing the finals already. Crimson, it's any percent. It goes by fast. It's technically the semi-finals. It's semi-finals, technically, yeah. But we're in the final portion of the entire thing. So Yusuf, it is now time for your team to pick. So because I believe Yusuf, you got second place in the last round, you get to pick what level to ban first. If you want to do loser bracket, you absolutely can do loser bracket. I don't mind it at all. But we're only doing one round of the individual levels. But yes, Yusuf, if you can tell us what level you're banning from selection, then VGSO, yeah. Yeah, so Yusuf, if you can ban a level from the selection. All right, good stuff. Banning 4-2. 4-2 is banned. Now VGSO, it's your turn. You get to ban a level. 6-2 is also banned for this group. Nobody's seeing 6-2. Good stuff. So, VGSO, you get to pick a level if you so want, and then Yusuf will get the chance to pick a level. But VGSO, you pick first. If you want to, you can also do the same thing and do all random. But it's up to ye. You have to agree to it. Gentleman's agreement, etc. to see first. Nice to see you, Platt, in the chat as well. We're also almost approaching our previous viewer high on Twitch. Currently, I believe it says 20 viewers, which is close to our high. I believe our high last time was like 22 or something, so heck yeah. Good stuff. All right, so it's another random selection. Fantastic. So, Wheel, don't be as annoying as last time. So, the first level for group number 2 is... Stop it, Wheel. Stop it. They banned 6-2. The first level is 4-3. Alright. First level is 4-3. Going with the second level, spin straight ahead to speed things up a little bit. Also 5-3. 4-3 and 5-3. So everybody will be doing 5-3 in the coming round. No, we already had 4-3. Can't be at this, Wheel. Come on. And I know there's an option as well to... We banned 6-2. Stop. There should be enough options that this randomness shouldn't be repeating so much. But we do get 0-2. 0-2 as the last one for group 2. So it's 4-3, 5-3, and 0-2. Gentleman's agreement, I suppose, if between the two of them, if you want to allow or disallow the secret exit. No secret exits allowed. All right. Very good stuff. You may start streaming now. As I switch the capture over to... Yeah? Oh, I do see somebody there. Thank you for notifying me of that. Hello, the Fairy Them. Currently there's an event going on, a tournament, a speedrunning tournament. So if you can... could you leave the Discord, this particular channel, the Speedrunners, to us for now? That would be
oh no, I'm stuttering here. Is it fine if I'm just an observer here, or
if you want to watch the event, we do have a Twitch channel that is currently streaming that you can watch it on.
I understand. Understood.
Yeah, we have that going for the viewers. So yeah. Thank you very much.
I'll leave you to it.
The link is in voice text as well, if you want to watch. So, good stuff. Thank you.
Yeah, that's it.
Good stuff. All right, stream's up. You may start streaming now. I don't think we will need the voice chat just yet. We should be fine. We haven't had many people showing up. So, yes, I'll run down, as you're getting your streams up, I'll run down how this properly works and how we're going about it. Hello, Mossy Green. Thank you for dropping in. So how this goes about is you will all have 20 minutes. Do we do 20 minutes? No, well, we can't exactly do an hour. Given it's the tournament, I'm going to say 30 minutes, right? We're doing 30 minutes. Yeah, that seems like a decent split, because previously when we did it for P%, I did give 20 minutes per level, etc. I did give an hour, but that's P%, and there's some long chunk of it. But in total, y'all will have 30 minutes to try and get the best times possible on the levels in your selection. Remember, it's best 2 out of 3, right? You can split up the time however you want to. You don't have to spend exactly 10 minutes on one, then move on to the next. Split up the time however you see fit. The requirement is you must have a screenshot of the end screen saved. I would advise whenever you get a screenshot, either in like an empty server that you've got off on the side, or like save it to your computer as an image. Save it down, keep it safe when you've got one that you want to keep for sure. You do need to stream so that Twitch chat has something to look at. That's mainly, and so that we can actually commentate on how well you're doing and things like that. Because it is a tournament, it's an event and stuff. But yes, you've 30 minutes to use and do so. And at the end of the 30 minutes, we will call it, in the case of a tie, which is absurdly unlikely, okay, given that it goes down to like 100th of a second. But in the case of a tie, we do have qualifiers for that, which is essentially both of you run the level at the exact same time, and whoever finishes it first wins with a single attempt. But that's super unlikely. Yes. I have all of your perspectives up now. Good stuff. Oh, and it's all lines up perfectly with the top two on the top of the screen and the bottom there. All right, good stuff. So, for fairness sake, I'm going to ask ye to head to the menu, the main menu with the title screen. Mm-hmm. All right. As normal, I'm going to give a 5-second countdown ending on go, and then you're off. Any more questions? All right. Without any further ado, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right. And yes, every 10 minutes or so I will tell you when 10 minutes has passed. So. Oh, yes. If you dropped in earlier, yeah, I just didn't see you because it says first message whenever you chat for the first time, so it's grand. Yes, but hello indeed. Pleasure to have you all about here. Ultrakill speedrunning is very awesome, and I'm so glad to have such an audience in the Twitch chat for this time around. Just so ye all are aware, this Twitch channel does stuff every single Saturday with Ultrakill speedrunning, and we do get groups of both new people to speedrunning, but a bunch of the veteran speedrunners as well hop in and do stuff for particular events. We do Ultra Bingo as well on some nights, Ultra Relay races, and a variety of events. This is the third tournament that we've had. The first one being a general tournament for all categories, essentially, and then the second one being a P% only, and this one being the any percent tournament. So, very, very good stuff. Honestly, the giant boss levels are really cool. Like, really, really cool. We've had, I mean, properly, we've had 2 so far, but I'm hoping we get one third one to just round out the lot of them. Yeah, very good though. Yeah, like 2-4. But let's actually have a bit of commentary on the game itself, shall we? So, currently, Silly and Usam are against each other. So yes, the current state of it is Silly and Usam are versus each other in the individual levels, and then VJSO and Yusuf are versus each other as well. Silly and Usam have to do 5-3, 4-4, and 2-1, whereas VJSO and Yusuf have to do 5-3, 4-3, and 0-2. So, very decent selection, but everybody is going to be tackling 5-3 at some point or another. The third installment hopefully will be the best one. I mean, I'm not a particular fan of Leviathan, but that's mostly because I play mostly weaponless percent, and Leviathan is rough, very rough in weaponless percent. Nuke boosting is very fun. I will say that as well, though. As a reminder to everybody in Twitch chat, stay hydrated. Very, very important, especially on longer streams like this. Five 4 is a very fun first level to do, I will say. As a boss level especially, it is very fun because it's not overly demanding, and there's a couple of tricks that can just make the boss a little bit trivial, but at the same time, and it is short enough, but at the same time there's a lot of like really sort of high ceiling to it and a little bit of orangey, so it is very nice. Technically, current patch Slam Store on the opening door is the best bit, as far as I'm aware, unless you nuke boost upwards. I haven't actually seen, I haven't looked at it in a while, but I think that might be different. But yeah, just need to have fun. Honestly, you're so right, Mossy Green. Like you do just have to have fun with it, you know. At the end of the day, if you're not having fun speedrunning, why are you doing it? Very, very good stuff. Let me just check out Twitch for a bit of a moment. Glance at stuff. Damn. We're currently the biggest Ultrakill streamer at the moment, which is nice. Though, to be fair, unless like a big streamer tackle the Ultrakill category, that's not massive, but still 15 people consistent, like this is a solid 15. Very, very happy to see. I'm so glad to have you all here, and hope to see a few around in more of the weekly ones as well that we do. It's roughly a bit before this time, like let's see, the stream's been going an hour and 40 minutes ago, roughly. That's what it is. So, people are approaching the 10-minute mark now. And people appear to be mostly, for the most part, still on the same level, but it does look like Usam has moved on to 4-4. So might have gotten a good, or at least a satisfactory 5-3. Though, depending on how things look, what a satisfactory one to Usam versus what a satisfactory one to Silly might be different. Who are you? Okay, that was odd, but hopefully we don't get anybody like that showing up again. Yeah, that is very... I will say that actually now into them. Apologies to the runners for that. First of all, as soon as the... If you want to, we can go immediately over to a group chat. And I can put like the timer on pause, essentially. Yeah, I will keep an eye. Locking the channel could be, but I don't want to go bother mods for just that. So yeah, if nobody was here to do it, who's current active mod? Barry and Bobot. I think we're fine for now, but if anything like that happens one more time, then immediately head off. Did anybody see the username of who it was? Just curious.
I did see it.
Oh, who was it?
I'm gonna ping you for it.
Yeah, you can ping me for it and I'll...
Yeah, this guy did.
Oh, them, okay. Grand.
No.
I'll get on that. They hopefully shouldn't be causing any more of a bother. Apologies to the Twitch chat as well for that sudden interruption. Let me double check that was the correct... Yep. Okay. Bobot is live. Currently streaming and trusted. So we know they're about. Bobot. Okay, that should be sorted now. I will keep just voice text open and things. That shouldn't be a problem anymore. Apologies there. Yes, that is a noise, alright. Apologies for that sudden lag burst that just happened there. I don't know what's causing it, but the stream's still fine, and that's what matters in things. But yeah, I wouldn't say every Ultrakill speedrun category is bad or anything like that. Some runs are just miserable, like 1-1 Secret Exit. I would totally disagree, Unknown. 1-1 Secret Exit is a feat of incredibly fast reaction time and stuff. I mean, sure, the experience of having to grind at that is rough, but like it's like a special prize. It's similar to grinding for death percent, or I mean, have you seen 1S speedruns? Like, have you seen like speedruns of 1S? 1S speedruns are absolutely mental. And like you can't, yes, you have to grind so much for that speedrun in order to get a good time on it. But like it is super impressive when it's done. Just one moment. Apologies there. Just had some tea. The person got caught. That's good. Good stuff. Right, let us actually have a look again. Okay, wait. Different cats for different people. Very valid point, Plat. 1-4 is that for me. Feels like doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. Okay, first of all, that Google definition of insanity, that is like 100% incorrect. That was something that was said by Einstein or something or other. And I don't even think it was Einstein. Even. Somebody who wasn't actually like VODS, yeah. Not that there. It's not the guy from Far Cry. It is not the guy from Far Cry, okay? but no, like there is a very good reason. You know, practice makes perfect. That's the kind of thing. 1-4 is neat. 1-4 is very neat. Wheel cheers. Don't think I've heard of that before. Hey, Spanged. I presume that's the pronunciation. Nice to see you here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, if any play Ultrakill as well, you're more than welcome during this portion of the run to do so. I'll actually say now to them, 12 minutes have passed. 12 minutes have passed. 1-4 was, okay, technically 1-4 was the first level I speedran, but it wasn't the level, it was Hank percent, which at the time when I joined, that leaderboard had like 2 runs to it. And so when I came in, I had the world record in Hank percent for a week. And then Debatable showed up and beat me by like 4 seconds. But it was after that, when I was looking around in category extensions a bit more, I saw Weaponless percent also only had like 2 runs on it, and when I looked at the runs, they felt really unoptimized, and I finally found the run that I really wanted to do, which is great. But no, 1-4 is a big introductory one as well, because when you play the game casually, 1-4 is a big roadblock to a lot of people. Simply because it is very much so the focus of a lot of time. Like as a beginner, like a lot of people get stopped for about an hour in 1-4, just because it's such a big skill jump compared to all the levels before that. It is massive. Looks like Silly has moved on to 2-1, grabbing some times there. A nice 9.7 seconds. Like I think 2-1 will be very competitive between these two. We haven't been looking too much and seeing how VJ So and Yusuf are doing between them, to be fair. Looks like Yusuf has finally gotten around to doing the 5-3 that VJ So started with, and VJ So is now doing the 4-3. I haven't seen any of these do 0-2 yet. I think maybe slightly they did a bit, but it's fine. Top 50 is very good at any point, especially with how mad some of the speedrunners in this community are. Like, top 50 is great. Well, I wouldn't go as far to say weaponless is impressive, but you can have impressive weaponless times. I've been doing weaponless since very close to its inception and before it got really popular and stuff. I currently don't have the world record because Ross is too good at weapons, but I'm getting it back. I'm determined to get it back. It's just I've been away from actually doing runs for a while because I'm running Ultra-Saturday. But I'm going to get it back. My current time is like 31 minutes. I can drop that closer to 24. I know I can drop that to 24. But I'd recommend weaponless percent to anybody. Like, even as a casual run, just play through the game without weapons and just see how interesting you have to like change the way you play Ultrakill. And like, you can very much still be very, very strong without weapons. That's a very key bit as well. Like, P% weaponless exists and is a real, like, proper category. It is like the hardest challenge. I put down it's the hardest challenge in the game, probably. But yeah, it's rough. It is rough. No, Out of Bounds is very fun as well. I will say it's very nice to see. I do love Nomo runs as well, how they work with that. So they're currently. Apologies for that there. I had to dip away very slightly. Yes, let's have a look, see current times. Try and see how well some of the times they're getting are. As we look about. As you can see, of course, one thing I like about the individual level, so this portion of the individual level bit was somewhat inspired from what we do in our weekly Ultra Saturday stuff, where we have an individual level portion. Typically we vote and we pick on one level to spend 20 minutes on, and people do this. And this kind of like working away at getting the best time you can out of one level is it very much resembles how speedrunning works in general. And it's very, very hard to do. And it's very hard to show off how, yes, sure, it is a bit of a grind, but it can be a fun grind along with it too. And you can see how like the runs shift and change every time you do them. And you do end up with some funny bits moving away. Category, yeah, Kitter, very nice. 21 viewers? Are we at 21 viewers? I'm refreshing the chat now, just to make sure. It still says 18 on my end. Let me open up actual Twitch and see from the other side of things, because it could just be a problem there. Nice. Okay, good stuff. Platt, do you know if the hello, Aligos. Hope you're doing well. Nice to see you here. Oh, we just were for a couple of seconds. That's neat. Platt, were you the person who knows what that the chess person is? I was just wondering if you, because I keep on forgetting the name for rating and stuff. Like, if you know what the channel name is and you can check if they're live, that would be interesting. Because with this amount of people, we definitely want to raid somebody fairly niche, at least. Anyways, they're approaching 20 minutes used up. Time will get spent. But yes, so just to specify, Illy goes, of course, top left we have Silly Pilly. Top right we have Usam, who I believe I heard from somebody was the current any % world record holder, I think. Then bottom left we have VJSO, and bottom right we have Yusuf. Currently they're in 1v1s, so Silly Pilly is against Usam and VJSO is against Yusuf. They have 3 levels that they have to try within 30 minutes to get the best time that they can on. And so the 3 levels these are doing is 4-3, 5-3 and 0-2. These are doing 4-4, 5-3 and 2-1. Never mind, Platt. We'll raid someone else. It's fine. Spanged, we ask all of the viewers to just watch from Twitch chat for the sake of keeping it a quiet and contained spot. For the next round, we probably will just move ourselves out of that Discord thing to a private one, just because we had somebody show up and make noise. So I'm going to say, no, you can't join in via the Discord just for the sake of this round. Yeah, we should have, for the finale, moved to a private one already. So, yeah. But it's just a case of, yeah, we kind of glossed over it because we were having a chill time. But yes. Okay, time to tell them. You have used 20 minutes up, 10 minutes remain. Make sure you get your screenshots. make sure that you have all 3 of them saved. Alright, very, very nice. You'd assume then all the runner positions are already taken up. That is correct, the ferry them. If you had joined us earlier, then you would have seen that we did the qualifying rounds today as well, earlier on, about 2 hours ago at this point. I assume that you're also watching the stream and you can hear me. But also, here's something. If you want to be aware when the event starts and such, just for if it's for watching sake, then you can follow, of course, and switch on notifications on Twitch. But if you want to participate, I'd recommend heading over to the server, which you can find the link to that through speedrun.com. Heading over to the thread under speedruns, which is ULTRA-Saturday thread, and if you react to a particular pinned message by one of the mods, you can get the role that essentially allows me to ping you when events and such start. I will also put in voice text the direct thing for the thread, which is ULTRA-Saturdays. So if you head over there and such, it should be grand. ULTRA-Saturdays is open to everybody as well. Open to absolutely anybody. You don't have to be a speedrunner already. You can just try. However, it is kind of inclined. I'm kind of inclined to say probably be a speedrunner or have done a bit of speedrunning before entering the tournaments, because you'll just get knocked out in the first round, as was very evident from the qualifying round in this one. Pot there. Oh wait, Pot. Is Pot actually streaming? Is Pot live? Oh, I didn't know that Pot was live. If I knew Pot was live, then yeah, we'll raid them. Pot dish. Yeah, Pot dish or out. Oh, they're doing. Okay, cool. Okay, yeah, that's who we're raiding. If they're still live at the end of the event, then we will absolutely raid them. I love Sekiro. Sekiro's fantastic. We're all going to tell them to hydrate. It'll be very good. That's very fair, bad luck, Bo. 100%. And you did very well, to be fair. Like I can tell. I watched enough newbies in ULTRA-Saturday to know when people are new to the game and not. 6 minutes remaining. 6 minutes. Alright, the race is on to get the best times now. Let us see. Okay. Haven't played in forever. Pick it up again. Yeah, I mean, we absolutely are going to bring him on soon if Twitch Chatter is just saying hydrate. Of course. Oh, but along with that, you're going to, along with telling people to hydrate, whoever ends up winning the tournament, I have to say as well, because I didn't say this before, and now we've got a decent audience for it. Whoever wins the tournament actually does get something very small as a reward, which is they get to call themselves the Ultrakill Any % champion. And I keep an official record of all the people who won the tournament so far. There's only 3, it's fine. But whoever is the current champion gets to have that title. And so as you go on raid, you'll not only be telling people to hydrate, but you'll say all praise, whatever, like champion, whoever wins. So, yes. A cool thing, Ailey goes, as well, is that you can play on whatever difficulty you want to. I'm trying to see, it is VJSO is doing yes. So because VJSO, it's any %, and VJSO is doing that, and 5-3 is just a level where it is out of bounds and you don't actually have to fight any enemies, having the extra stamina that Harmless gets you is beneficial. Very beneficial. So that's why they're doing that. It is a very big prize. Currently, the champions that we have are Usam, as well, who lucky here is also participating. Usam is currently the general Ultrakill champion, which was the first tournament we did, which was all categories. Then the second champion we have is Colin. Colin got the P% championship title, and we'll see for the any percent title now. Shift Fools is better on harmless. Yeah, you have enough health for the overpump and stuff, and stamina. Like, yeah, it's big. Like, being on harmless has big advantages in terms of any percent. But if it's any percent full game, you end up doing boss fights, which, if it's harmless, it slows down boss fights a lot. 3 minutes remaining. 3 minutes. The runners are really coming down to it now. Let's have a little glance and see at the end level finish times. 4-4 is looking at, we'll try and get just a general idea from City there. 4-4 is looking at about 50 seconds, let's say. Roughly that much. 5-3 is looking at maybe 20 seconds, just from Usam's failed attempt there. Let's see what VGSO gets. Yeah, okay, maybe 18, 19 seconds. Not the worst. Not the worst. It is looking like it'd be very tight. I haven't been, of course, paying massive attention before. Yeah, we're looking at, because it's any percent, 2-1, which is very competitive for the top set. It is looking at being very close to 9 seconds. People are doing the optimal strats, getting closer to Jambot's 8-second time, which was incredible to see. We got a nice 16 viewers, which is very, very nice. Happy to have you all here again. I'll just reiterate, it's fantastic having a nice audience, especially just to show off how fantastic these runners are at the game. Oh, sorry, my bad. Stop, get that out of the way. There we go. Okay. Want to join, but I'll get knocked out first round unless it's something I run, then I lose. What do you run? Unknown. What do you run? Also, just join normal Ultra Saturdays as well. Weekly, sort of casual speedrun event, as opposed to this very competitive tournament setting. I'd absolutely say join Ultra Saturdays. Show up a couple of weeks. We vote on what categories we want to. If you just do 1-1, sure. What you can do is just join the thread, etc. on the server. Make sure you get notifications, and like I only ping once or twice a week, basically. And so you can just, whenever your favorite level comes up, show up there if it happens. All right. 30 seconds. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, runners, everybody stop. Runs gotten after I say stop would not be counted. All right. So, back here again. We're going to start off with our group 2. What was that I just saw notify me again there? Okay, it was just an announcement for that. Nice. Good stuff. So, all right, we're going to start off with Group 2, which is VJSO and Yusuf. the levels that ye had to do were 4-3, 5-3, and 0-2. So, starting off, I'm going to give a countdown. So prepare your screenshots, copy, paste, etc. Right? Click on voice text, and you're going to hit paste when I say go, essentially. We're going to do countdowns to make this very dramatic. Of course. And I understand, yeah, we can wait for a second. Absolutely. If we want to, we could probably, if we have to wait a little bit, then we can probably head over and just do group 1. But make sure you all have your screenshots at the ready. Right. Oh yeah, we're going to do one by one to add suspense as well. Absolutely. We're going to go level by level. So, first of all, we'll do group 1. I don't show the chat to stream and such because I think that opens up to somebody random typing something in voice text and it just popping onto stream, so I'll leave that. But I'll read out, of course, the exact time that people got. So, Silly Pilly and Usam, the levels ye did were 5-3, 4-4, and 2-1. Starting off with 5-3, I'm going to give a 5-second countdown now, and you will paste it into voice text. Are you ready? Five, 3, yes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Very, very, very close. Whoa. Okay. Usam got a 17-second, so 17.592. Silly Pilly got a 17.589. That is 3 milliseconds off of each other. That is 1 point to Silly Pilly. All right. Next up, we will do 4-4. Prepare your screenshots for 4-4. This could wrap it all up now, depending on what was gone. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Whoa, okay. So, we have Usam with a 44.927 and Silly Pilly with a 46.524. So that is a point for Usam there. It is now all comes down to how well they did on 2-1. I'll ask our runners, prepare your screenshots for 2-1. Are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. We have Silly Pilly with a 9.769. We have Usam with a 9.003. An astonishing... God, it's not even... An astonishing 7/10, even more than 7/10 of a second difference. Well played to the two of ye. Extremely close times there, as we can see. But Usam, you have 2 points now. You are into the finals. The very final round. Next, we have Yusuf and VJSO. You both started off with 5-3. Prepare your screenshot for 5-3. Are you ready? Yep. Okay. Are you ready, VJSO? All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. We have from Yusuf an 18.342 and from VJSO a 28.891. A stark difference. Oh, is it wrong level? Oh, I didn't notice. Well, oops. There we go. Oh! With the bait and switch from VJSO. So, a reminder, Yusuf, you can go ahead and put your 4-3 now, just so I can sort this out properly. So, for 5-3, Yusuf got an 18.342. VJSO got a 16.136. So that's a point for VJSO. Next, for 4-3, Yusuf, put your 4-3 screenshot there so that we can even the odds. With 4-3, VJSO got a 28.891 and Yusuf got a 29.843. So that's 2 points to VJSO, which solidly puts them into the finals. But for the sake of showing it as well, how well did you do in the last remaining level, 02? If you have a bit of video for how well you did, then just you can pop it here and you can have a quick glance to the very end of it. But either way, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Put whatever it is you have as proof for it there at the end bit. Okay. VJSO with an O2 time of 10 seconds and 10.992. And Yusuf with a 13.266. A sweep from VJSO. But still extremely good times from both of these runners. Very, very well done. Indeed. Lovely stuff. So, here we go. On to the final round. Instead of doing another level one, which takes extra time and stuff, I think for the grand finale, we're doing any percent full game. Right? Back to the straight shot towards the end. This one will keep tensions high and rushing. You have to do the best that you can and run on through. And because there's an agreement, Silly Pilly and Yusuf are going to be battling it out for third place as well. This one is for everything, essentially. It's going to settle who comes first, second, third, and fourth. Absolutely stream too. I mean, everybody in the Twitch chat agrees that you should stream it. Everybody, you can start streaming now. We're going from 0-1 to 6-2, full game, any percent. Show us the best that you can do. Everybody in chat and everybody participating, make sure you hydrate. Full game, yes. There is no need to worry about who's racing who. Even with streamer mode, like, it shows the first letter of the name and you all have different first letters. So, like, it's fine. People can see. Good stuff. Alright, similar to before. It is Usam top right. This is for the stream now. Usam top right. Bottom left is VJSO. They're battling out to see who the any percent speedrun champion is. And will, at the end of this, be able to use the any percent speedrun champion title however they wish. Put it as a nickname for the server. Anywhere you want to. Then, we have, for third place, battling Yusuf and Silly Pilly. Silly Pilly in the top left, Yusuf in bottom right. I'll state this as well. Usam already has a title. The general Ultrakill champion, after winning the first tournament. But we will see if there's an upset here now. And there's no rule that you can't have two titles, of course. But we'll see if VJSO can strip that possibility away. Without any further ado, everybody on the full intro screen. I will give my 5-second countdown ending on go, and then you will begin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Here we go. Epic showdown. I'm going to give proper commentary over the lot of this. So currently, when it comes to it, VJSO... Oh, who's ahead? Who's ahead? Usam is ever so slightly ahead of VJSO there, but... it's very tight between the two of them. Currently, Yusuf is actually a bit ahead of Silly Pilly, but it appears like loading times are a bit better for Silly Pilly in terms of level. Oh, but VJSO getting a lead on 0-2. A very slight lead, but it can still matter. We've seen with these runners, it can get down to the 1,000th of a second. Oh, but we have a reset. We got a reset for VJSO, which just shot away his lead. Who has the better kill? Who has the stronger kill? Oh, Usam has the stronger kill and now is in the lead in first place. Silly Pilly taking the lead over Yusuf as well. Very, very solid. Oh, and Usam really just capitalizing on the lead they've already obtained. Absolutely blasting through 0-4 and just lengthening it out. But VJSO is onto 0-5 now, which is, as I said, probably their best level. Could be very significant for it. But we'll see. Oh, didn't get a good rocket jump there. Like, it's all the small bits that are going to be adding up. Usam's almost done with 0-5 now. Oh, and a bad coin. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. Now, there's still lots of the game left, right? It's not out, but taking note of who's in the lead, very important. VJSO getting a nice good set kill to balance it out. Currently, also, because they're all going at once, we can see, of course, that the actual one is that the third ones are still fighting for third is still behind that, but only by a small bit. Only by a small bit. These runners are fantastic. Hopefully we don't have more lag and such. But yes, if we were able to do polls, I absolutely would run one right now for who would win. We have Usam tackling the out of bound in 1-2 already. VGSO is still a bit behind. Is going to have to either pull out a very nice trick or... Oh, okay, just about saving that out of bound with the rocket there. Just about. 1-3 passing by as though it didn't exist practically for Usam. Currently though, the positionings of people very solid. Silly Pilly still beating Yusuf there, but Silly Pilly even catching up and matching a little bit with VGSO. A very interesting little bit here. Of course, because of the individual level portion, even if Silly Pilly managed to beat VGSO in this portion of it here, it doesn't matter. The matchups have been made. It's still one-on-one races that we're looking at. Very much got to remember that fact. And of course, we have 6-2. If Usam messes up on 6-2 again, that could be all the gap that's needed. Remember, a level wide gap has yet to form between VGSO and Usam. If anything, it's even short, like the gap is shortening a little bit with, like, bit by bit, VGSO crawling back from that little bit there. They're all now on the same level again. Usam and VGSO, same level, even approaching the same position in the level. It just takes small little slip-ups at this point. We are seeing peak Ultrakill gameplay right now, and they're practically already lined up again. VGSO absolutely clashing through, gaining 8 seconds exactly between that level. Now they're dealing back again, pretty much even. Oh, but we have a bit of a struggle with this out of bounds clip. No. Oh, this could be rough now. But they managed to get it and get through. But that level time now, every single second here is a time lost from VGSO. Every single one. Oh! There's still not a level wide gap now between the leaders, but it is significant. Silly is now pulling ahead of Yusuf though by a bigger margin than we had before. Silly may be grabbing third place. Gonna really have to try and pump out some extra damage now, VGSO, to stop losing on time here. A very good out of bounds now from VGSO, but this arena gap still enough to pull off. Will Usam get Gabed? That's the question, right? Gabe is still a bit formidable in 3-2. It just depends. Do you mess up a dead coin? You know? That's all it really takes. Just one dead coin mess up. And it's done for. And they do not. Usam keeping up brashness, and it is looking now that a level gap is forming. A level gap is beginning to form between Usam and VGSO. Looking back to Silly Pilly, Apologies for the lag bits there. There is not quite a level gap anymore. They're both 3-2 still. A faster kill from VGSO though. VGSO's kill was faster than Usam's was. And is going to blast through 4-1 without any bother. Oh, but a very nice kill from Yusuf there as well. Now Usam trying to pull out the skull clip, but will they succeed? Is the thing. They missed the red skull clip once. Can VJSO make use of that to get skull clip first try? They got the blue one first try. Can they get red one first try? They're being careful because they know they can't really mess up. They got the skulls on the first attempt. We have a reset from Usam. We have a reset from Usam. This is massive, especially with it being 4-2 and the skull clips. We now have all runners on 4-2. With VJSO just finished it now and getting rid of it. Silly Pilly ahead of Yusuf now, but not by the most gigantic amount. The skull clip is just what's holding people back now. And it is infuriating some folks. But it looks like Usam's got the skull clip down and is going ahead. But VJSO has a lead now. This could be the chance. VJSO has a buffer of time, which is almost an entire level. They just gotta not mess up. Which is easier said than done. It all comes down to this. And we have 4-3 done just as the arena is starting here. This is essentially a level gap, people. Especially when it's considering some of the speed these levels have. Now, 4-4 could be a tricky one, right? 4-4 could be tricky. Usam, I think having a faster arena than VJSO did there, is closing down that level gap by a significant amount. This matters. Every single level, every single second matters. Hello, chicken to me. First time chatting. Yes, we are all in greed. This is a tournament. This is the final round of a tournament. Currently, fighting for first place is Usam and VJSO, with VJSO now taking a significant lead. But will they manage to get the end of it? Done well. They get some good kills, a nice insta on the mouth face, and some well-aimed dashes and whips to pull them through. Very, very nice. We have Silly Pilly now even ahead of Usam at this point in it there. But important to note, because of the individual level portion, it's just Usam and VJSO fighting for first, and Silly and Yusuf fighting for third place. Now we do have a good out of bounds for VJSO and Usam. Usam might have gotten a bit of a quicker one, in fact. I think the gap is closed for the most part. It's still a bit more in favour for VJSO, but for the most part the gap is in fact closed up. And it is all just how well can they do. We've got a 39 here, but a 32 here. Usam shaving off 7 seconds away from that gap, bit by bit, taking it well. Let's see. They go ahead, and they get the blue skull grab. They both get the blue skull grab. They're pretty much neck and neck now. We can really tell how far off they are from each other at this point. Going for the out of bounds, not the wisest idea at this point, I would think. Playing it safe, VJSO, good stuff. 42, 40. 2 second gap between these runners. 2 second gap. people, we are seeing some of the top Ultrakill runners in the world running right here. And we have a quicker 5-3. A bit quicker. Oh my lord, did you see the matchup there? The gap that was formed from the slip up before with having a reset, closed. Absolutely closed. Leviathan. How well do these runners tackle this? In the fight for third place, Silly Billy is in the lead by a level. A solid level at this point. Oh, but Usam taking more damage onto the Leviathan gets a better kill and is now going to be up by a couple seconds. Now is going to be up by a solid couple seconds now. Very solid, very nice. We're on to 6-1, the last portion of the run. Can Usam maintain the lead that they have? Let's see. In the midst of the blood room now. Very rough stuff. Gotta really try and aim for optimal. Usam still tracking the good lead, but ooh, let's see now. It is very close. I'm gonna go a little bit silent so I'm not just talking constantly the whole time. Top right is winning. That top right is Usam here. As far as I'm aware, the current world record holder. Can I maintain this though? A bit of a faster kill against the hideous masses from Usam. But can they clear out the rest of the havoc? No, we have a death! We have a death from VJSO in 6-1 at the final arena. But Usam still has to take down 6-2. Can they manage it? They get a good checkpoint. Dead coins, the rail, playing it safe. And there we have it. First place and the Ultrakill any percent champion, Usam.
Oh my god.
And the chat goes wild. BJSO now tackling on with Gabriel. Second place, VJSO. Very, very well done. Incredible running from VJSO there. Third place, Silly Pilly. And fourth place, Yusuf. You may continue and finish the run if you wish to, Yusuf, or no. Either or works. Whatever suits. Bravo to every single one of you. Absolutely. Hats off to the lot of you. This has been the best Ultrakill speedrunning that I have seen by far. We have had constant tight races, and that last race there was neck and neck throughout the entire lot of it. We had people getting ahead by like a level at some point by a couple of seconds. You were off by milliseconds once, and there was divisions. Ye both had Usam, you had a reset in 4-2, I believe. That got you a bit, but you managed to claw back that time, and on top of that, towards the end of it, you had a faster 6-1 kill of the Hideous Masses, and there was a death from VGSO in that 6-1 arena room at the very end, which clinched out part of the run there. A couple of final questions, of course, for the lot of you. Would you be fine, or not fine, but what are your thoughts wise in terms of how the tournament went in general is how I want to ask. As the tournament now wrapped up, what are your thoughts? I did not see like a lot of significant mistakes from you, Yusuf. Really, there was like very small bits and pieces that are 100% understandable along the way. But like 100%. I'm asking everybody in general, like all of you, the general comment, like what you thought of the tournament in general, getting here to this point. This has been the closest racing, and I was saying to the Twitch chat, like 100%, without a doubt, this has been like the most intense tournament we've had, where like by far all of you are incredibly competent in your own right, and we had several points in the run where all of you were on the same level, like and it was absolutely massive running.
Yeah, that was really fun, and more any percent races in the future.
Absolutely. Now that we have had our third tournament down, which is the any percent one, there's only one more tournament that I kind of want to tackle, that I like want to tackle before I can consider repeating some tournaments and then adding in a couple of other cider categories. I'm not doing weaponless for a while, VGSO. First of all, if weaponless occurs, I'd want to be able to participate. You can bet on that. And so, but yeah. But no, the next one I kind of want to look at is Nomo with no enemy spawns enabled. That would be a very fast tournament, very small times there, and it'd be interesting to see all the Nomo players come out because they've got some good bits. There, absolutely. Beyond that, what else now did I want to say? Yeah, repeating some other tournaments and bits. You mentioned the GDQ stuff. I don't think Ultrakill has come to GDQ yet, as far as I'm aware. It hasn't. And my bet is, I don't know if they'll accept stuff until it hits full game, like full release, I mean. Yeah, no, essentially they get a lot of applications and they look through them all and stuff, and they try to go with games they haven't done before or stuff. I think now that Ultrakill is like the most speedrun game on speedrun.com, that definitely changes up some stuff. In fact, you know what I'll do? While we have all of you here, Twitch chat, do you have any questions for the runners, or questions for our new Ultrakill any percent speedrun champion as well? The floor is yours, Twitch chat. Ask away. 100%. But yeah, no, we've got so unknown B345 asks in a nice way, why do you do this to yourself? If anybody wants to answer that, of course, open question.
It's fun. Very relaxing, indeed.
The Call of the Void.
Indeed.
Oh,
Um,
is Yusuf left? Okay.
Yusuf, yeah, like
okay.
I think at this point it's totally fine to leave or not, if you so want to, of course. At this
It was
point,
great, Vlad.
the tournament is pretty much concluded. We're in the after show portion, bit there. Platt asks, how does it feel to be the greatest runner, Usam?
It feels great. It feels great, Vlad.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
any
I know.
percent is first, then more will come.
More will absolutely come. To answer myself against unknown B stuff, with the question of why do this to yourself? It is incredibly satisfying to have spent so long practicing a particular level or particular category and get that really good run. Like, it is very good. Hear that. Yeah, I don't know where Yusuf is in the world, but if it was 3 a.m., it's totally understandable for them to have left. But yeah. This
Yeah,
can
when
be.
you do a full game without any major mistakes, it's pretty satisfying.
Oh yes, it's so satisfying, and like I know at least for when I'm doing weaponless any percent, a big attraction to weaponless any percent for me is the unique out of bounds clips and stuff like that. Like for weaponless, we have to do a lot of out of bounds very differently, and we have a lot
No
of different
rocket
tech that's
launcher?
so unique.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, the part where you like set goals and just, the satisfaction when you achieve them. Like top 10, top 5, top 1, that's about it.
We have a question from Bad Luck Boy. There, this can be for everyone. What is a speedrun category that you guys would like to see in Ultra Saturday?
I mean, ULTRA-VODS,
Yes, Max.
I think probably has a lot. There's been a lot of speedrun categories. Like
Yeah.
tournaments are a different thing. Tournaments, I guess it's up to the people what they would want.
Yeah.
Elmo ILs.
I don't really have a preference. Like 10% inbounds, that's kind of my thing.
Yeah. In the history of Ultra Saturday, we've covered a lot of categories and also a lot of categories that just aren't on the leaderboards too. RIP to rodent percent. I still plan on putting that up in IELTS every now and then. And we've also done checkpoint percent, which is I still claim is very, very fun. And things like that.
I mean, that's interesting. Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah. But I know one thing we're probably not going to do on Ultra Saturday or in tournaments, the deep fried ones ever. Just because that is actually painful to look at.
Yeah, I feel like it'll be a hard time to commentate, like with like PS Max on, or like know what the fuck's going on.
Ah, okay, that's who you were. Okay, I was confused. I believe unknown B345 was actually 54, who showed up in the Discord as well, which is very nice. All right. Do we have any last questions for these? Because I don't want to keep them up. We've been here for almost 3 hours at this point. So this is the call for last questions. All 15 of you.
Shout out West Axel.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah, West, let's go.
How are you going to spend the winnings, says Platt.
Oh. The winnings, the big prize pool. Yeah, probably invest. Yeah, invest it all. That's satisfying you.
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. So everybody, stick around and chat. We are going to do a raid, and I'm going to just double check to see if the person that we're planning on raiding is still live. Yes, they are. Cool. No. Okay. Oh, goddamn. Okay. Lovely stuff. Let's put in this name. Also, the champion, of course, and new participants, you can hop on over to the Twitch and join the raid as well. Let me just get the name up again because the spelling's a bit that. C
Yeah.
RUT. I think
Also, shout out everyone in Twitch chat for sticking along. The 15 of you. You're like Ultrakill. That's cool.
absolutely. Like we also do this. We do not this the tournament, but we do Ultra Saturday speedrun races every single Saturday at roughly the time we started this. So about 2 hours and 46 minutes ago. Every single week. We try not to miss any when we can. And some people that you've seen in this race will also show up again just as casually. And if you wish to participate, I've already gone over, of course, during the stream how to do so. But yes, I have the raid should work there. We are raiding pot. Pot. I have to really figure out how to do that. So everybody join on the raid there. Pot does Ultrakill every now and then. They are currently playing Sekiro. We are going to bombard them with 1, telling them to hydrate, and 2, telling them that our new any percent speedrun champion is Usam.
Thank you. Thank you.
Any final words, Usam?
Yeah, I mean, the tournament was great. You know, thanks, guys, for campus. I can't wait for more. That's about it. I'm kind of exhausted at this point.
Very, very fair.
So yeah.
Without any further ado, thank you all for coming. Thank you all for watching. And see you next week. Bye. Thank you very much for coming, Usam.
Yep. Yeah, got to
fantastic stream.
Campus. Yeah, thank you. You too. Bye. See you.
See ya.